Hi friends, welcome back to another episode of Generation Tech. My name is Alan. So I just watched the Last Jedi trailer for like the 100th time, and I was just messing around and I looked at one of the older trailers from Force Awakens and I noticed a lot of similarities, and I put the two side by side. What I realized was Star Wars Force Awakens and The Last Jedi have very similar teaser trailers and official trailers.
There has been an awakening. Have you felt it?
That in itself is not that surprising. Trailer cutting in the film industry is very standardized. It's an art and a profession of its own. So obviously when you have something from the same series, you're going to see a lot of similar imagery and similar cutting choices. What's interesting here is that we've seen The Force Awakens and now we have the trailer, so we kind of know the mindset they had when they created this trailer and what scenes they wanted to highlight, what kind of story they wanted to tell in the trailer without giving up the whole story. Now we can kind of take the teaser trailers for The Last Jedi and apply that principle to The Last Jedi plot, maybe in reverse. It's a little bit of a stretch, but I think it's really interesting. And so now we're going to show a side-by-side comparison between the official trailer for Episode 7 and Episode 8. The audio will be enabled, so listen carefully. Also look for some similar imagery or imagery that kind of works well together. Also, there are camera angles. Now, a lot of this is probably just coincidence. Again, it's the same series. You're going to see similar imagery, but maybe there are some connections there and some hints about The Last Jedi. Enjoy.
When I found you, I saw raw, untamed power.
Who are you?
And beyond that,
I'm no one.
something truly special.
Okay, so then I made a little cut so things match up a little bit. I know it's cheating, but again, I think this is a really interesting comparison. So here's the second half until the end of both of the trailers.
Nothing will stand in our way.
I've seen this raw strength only once before.
I will finish
It didn't scare me enough then.
what you started.
It does now.
There are stories about what happened.
It's true. All of it. The dark side. The Jedi. They're real.
The Force. It's calling to you. Just let it in. I need someone to show me my place in all this.
So I think most of the similarities we see here are coincidental. I mean, obviously it's not a perfect match, but I do think it's interesting. We kind of get to see the subconscious thoughts of whoever's in charge of cutting these trailers or at least supervising it. I believe it's probably like Kathleen Kennedy or someone pretty high up in Disney, because you know these are obviously very important advertisements for the new film. Another thing that a lot of people are saying is that The Last Jedi trailer is kind of misleading and it's giving way too many plot points, so we shouldn't really take everything for face value. So in that regard, maybe we should take a look at both of these trailers. I mean, most of the Force Awakens trailer is pretty straight up. It just shows us scenes that happen in the movie in a more or less chronological order. So perhaps The Last Jedi one is doing the same thing. Maybe they are telling the truth, in which case it is kind of strange still that they're giving us so many plot points. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed our little comparison. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification button so you don't miss out on the rest of our content. And Thanks for joining us today. If you're watching this, you are Generation Tech.